Hey everyone. It's cold. It's winter up here in Flagstaff. Well, okay. I exaggerate, okay? But it is very cold. It's really chilly out there. I mean, you go out there and it's like, whoo, yeah. I need a jacket, yeah. Well, in my back is where my winter clothes are. I've got it in my little garage area behind here. Yeah. See, this isn't the end of my minivan. This is only I've got this here, and then I've got about this much space where I got things that I could easily open my hatch and grab, like my laundry, my shoes, and my shower bag, and a bag of winter clothes. Okay, so let's talk about winter. How do I stay warm in the winter? I do pretty good for myself. I really do good for myself. And I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm Minivan Lee. I live in a minivan, and I have for 8 years. So I guess I pretty much like it, and you see a smile on my face, so I really do enjoy it. I really do. Really. Really. Yeah. I'm not going to change anything for a while. In the near future, no. I really enjoy this small space. Now, I always have lighting issues. It always seems like once I get started with the video, it changes. See, it goes up and then it goes... I can't wait to get my camera when I go back to Tucson in about 4 weeks. And then, of course, I'll have to learn how to use it. But it's going to be better. Better, okay? Okay, so how do I stay warm in the winter? Well, one of the first things I do is I go south. Or go where it's warm, okay? Now, where are those places? I go to southern Arizona. For me, I go to Tucson in the winter. And for a while, I go to Quartzsite. Quartzsite is the hub of winter for nomads. Got that? But there's other places too. You can go to Texas. A lot of people go to southern Texas. A lot of people go to Florida. Yeah, and some people actually go to like San Diego, something like that. You want to go lower, and it's elevation too. You want to go lower elevation. But in the south, yeah, you're going to get a different sun. But that's what I do. So in about 3-4 weeks, probably 4 weeks, I'm going to drive south. I know, with what happened coming up here, I'll admit it. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little anxious about it because I almost died on the highway, and somebody came around on the shoulder going 90 miles an hour. I'm going 75. Who flies down the shoulder on a major highway, I-10? And, he clipped my car. I could have died. There was a semi. It would have spun me, and there would have been a pile up, and a lot of us probably would have died. So, thank you, Lord, for saving me. Okay, so I am a little nervous, but, I got to do it, so I have to get over it. I always talk about fear. Our greatest fears lie in anticipation. So I'm anticipating having to drive near Phoenix. Yeah. The chance of it happening again. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But anyways, so I'll be going there pretty soon. How do I stay warm when I'm in Tucson? Because let me tell you something. It gets cold anywhere in Arizona in the winter. It can get down to, it's snowed before in Tucson. Yeah. And Quartzsite too. So you're going to need warm clothes. That's the second way I deal with it. I go south. I go where I know that it's going to be the warmest in my nation. Now, a lot of you are in other countries. Yeah, Netherlands. Hey, Netherlands. I forget your first name, but yeah, you always say I'm from Netherlands. Yeah. I've got South Korea. I've got the UK. Hey, I've got Australia. And a lot of you are from Canada, and brr, is it not cold up there? Like I'm telling you, right? Oh, a lot of from Germany. Hey, Guten Tag. I lived in Germany for 2 years, yeah. Hey, if you're not from the United States, welcome, okay? Okay. I use clothes. The next thing I do is use clothes. Now, you're going to want some nice hoodies. I've got different levels of jackets, okay? And this one I want to show you right off the bat. This is I like to put things in bags, don't I? I'm a baggy girl, yeah. Woo. Yeah. So, this is a heated vest. I also have a heated jacket, but it's in Tucson. But I wanted to bring this with me because once it was cold when I first got here. In fact, there was a big snowstorm about 4 days after I got here. And then right before I leave, I'm really going to probably need this. But these are so cool because in every one of them, they're heated, but they have a system. Let me get up here. Yeah. It stays in there. Now, it comes with the battery pack. Some of them are better than others. You hook that in. Then you put it in the pocket. And get back here so you can see better. And you just zip it up. Okay. It's plugged in, but it's not turned on yet. So there's a little bit of weight on this pocket here. It kind of weighs down. But here is where the magic happens. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so click it. There, it turns on. Now this one's really cool because it controls. Oh, I can go blue. That's a little bit. Red is the hottest. This is a little bit less, and that's a little bit less, and it goes back and forth. Okay, we'll put it on this. Okay, it's on green. This is the coolest heat, okay? But there's also, you can press, I can turn off, like this is for the glove, this is for the hands, and this is for the neck area. Maybe this is for the back area. Yeah. Okay, so, did you hear what I said, the hand area? This is so cool because inside there's 2 pockets. And there's a heating in here. So when you put your hands in your pocket, you can hold it. And it really does help. It really does. So there. This is actually better than my jacket. I have a heated jacket. It's very thick. I mean, it's a nice jacket. Even if you could wear it even if you didn't want to use the heat. It will keep me warm. But I do like this because my arms are looser. You know, it's kind of hard sometimes to you know, you have your, let me get this, to have your hands, yeah, like, I can't move, yeah. That's the way that is. But this is my heated jacket. I really suggest this. I really, really, really do. This was sent to me. They want me to review it. So I'll review this again. And there. This is there's a pocket here. Put your phone in there or whatever. Or your keys. Your lip gloss. Yeah, always got to have some lip gloss around. There you go. Go. There we go. The blue looks prettier, right? Okay, but yeah. So this is, when do I use this? There's mornings where I'm drinking my coffee wearing this. Okay? That's how, and it's comfortable. I mean, it's not constricting at all. It's like putting on, it's like wearing a heating pad. Yeah, it's like wearing a heating pad, kind of. There's, back here, there's heat, and then it goes around the neck. And then I can hold it. Oh, yeah, it's getting warm already, yeah. And I've used these before. If I'm going at the park and I'm going to walk around and it's cold, I can walk around with my hands in my pocket. Okay, so this is a heated jacket or a heated vest. I would get one. They're not that expensive. I mean, they're not cheap, but they're not that expensive. One other thing I will warn you about is that these, my pocket here, let me get this out. It uses a lot of power, so you better be able to charge these up. What I did last year was I bought 2 more of these so I could keep going, but you're going to have good power because these have to be charged up. And let me tell you, these little power banks, takes a while to charge them up. Oh yeah, it takes a while. So this one is this is the one that came with it, and it's kind of chintzy, but it is lightweight. I like it because it's lightweight. It doesn't weigh the vest down so hard. Okay, enough of this one. I really recommend them. Hello, okay? Now, the next thing I like to do, this is my system, okay? When it's really, really cold, when I wake up in the morning, what I do is I jump out and I start my car. You gotta let it run for at least 5 minutes for, the engine to warm up, because the heater works with the heat of the engine. And so then I jump back in bed and I wait. pull the covers up all the way and I wait. Then I can get out and then I get dressed. Some people say put your clothes into bed with you. That way they're warm, maybe at the end of your bed. Then I can get going. If it's really, really cold, I will put this on. You don't want to run your car too much, please. You really can hurt your the carbon monoxide will accumulate under your car because you're not driving, it's not behind you. And it can seep in. This is not a sealed containment, okay? And it can seep in. Let me get a drink. Oops. Whoops, I am out. I didn't make a second cup of coffee. I don't want to have a second cup. What else? I know, and then when I make my coffee, which is right here, I use my stove and I boil make my coffee while I boil the water. I'm telling you, that really, just that little bit, really does keep, it warms it up by a couple degrees. Yeah. And then, of course, when I'm drinking it, it's putting hot liquid into my body, so that warms me up. Another thing, too, you'd think, if you're not a nomad and you get into your car and it's in the garage or outside or whatever, it's cold in there, isn't it? Well, guess what? It's not as cold in here with me living in here because I am a warm-blooded animal and I keep this kind of warm. I really do. So your body temperature inside of your rig helps keep you warm. Now, if you have a huge one, it's not going to do anything. But if you're in a minivan, if you're in a minivan or an SUV, or I would imagine even a ProMaster, something like that, if it's a smaller one, yeah, or a Transit, it's gonna keep it warm inside here. It just does. Your body kind of warms it up. Okay, then what happens is I need to make sure I have proper clothes on, not just this. You want your hoodies. You want your sweaters. I have the best sweater here. Oh my gosh. I've actually been wearing it lately. It's a really nice one too. It's my favorite sweater. It's big. It is big. It's thick. And it's really warm. And it's big enough that I could wear it over this. Yeah. What else do I have? I have a jacket here. I think, what jackets do I have in here? I have a couple of these jackets. I bought this one. This is kind of lightweight. Yeah. But it's really nice because if I was going to go somewhere right now, because I have this on, it's not really thick, for winter. So when fall comes, autumn, and it starts getting cooler, I can wear this one. And it doesn't take much room. So I can wear this one. Yeah. I do like this. It's got another pocket where... No, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I do like this one. It actually feels good to have this on. It is cold. Yeah. It's just lightweight. Oh, here's the... Yeah. What's this? Put a little key in there, maybe. Yeah. But this is my other jacket. I like it. So at least it's a little bit thicker than a windbreaker. But yeah, I do like this one. And I can keep this in my drawer. I'll tell you, when winter comes, my drawers are like I'm shoving everything in. Because they're so much thicker. They're thicker. Okay, got this one. What other jackets do I have in here? I got... Remember this one? I bought this at Grand Canyon. This was expensive. This is more like a windbreaker, but it does help. This would be good in like Quartzsite or Tucson, Yuma, if it's in the middle of the winter and it's afternoon. You're going to need this in the morning. I guarantee you're going to need a thick jacket and maybe a hoodie underneath that, a sweatshirt. Because I'm telling you, it really does get cold. Come on. I do like this. What do you think? I do like it. It's got a nice hood on it. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh. This is a fashion show. You like it? Okay, what else do I do? And back here, I do have a nice winter jacket. It's a zip up, but it's really nice. So I've got different levels. There you go. Now, as far as pants and a shirt, I like to get those, I think they're called Cuddle Duds. And you can usually get them at Walmart. And they're fleece. Or, yeah, they're fleece. But they're kind of fuzzy fleece. And you can wear those. And that's what I wear during the day. Yeah, that's what I wear during the day. Because I don't like to be cold. I've noticed as I've gotten older, I don't like to be cold. Before, it didn't bother me as much. And over the past year and a half, probably going on 2 years, year and a half, I've lost about 15 pounds. That... I lost some of my padding. I'll tell you, last winter I wasn't used to it. I froze. I just kept saying, it's so cold this year. And other people say, it's not that cold. I'm like, yes, it is. I was so cold last year. Okay, so you got the clothes. You've got, to keep you warm. And you do have a heater in your car. Now, when I first started out as a nomad, I used to have a Mr. Buddy. Way in the beginning, I remember seeing Bob Wells, and he had this big one, so I bought a big one. Well, that's not cool for a minivan. Let me check my lighting here. That's not cool for a minivan. It was too much. It was too big. It got too hot. It scared the crap out of me. So, what I did was I got a little Mr. Buddy that used the green propane tanks, the little green ones. I got rid of it. I gave it away. I don't know. I just wasn't using it. I was tired of carrying it around. I just didn't use it. I have all these other things to use. Yeah. I didn't like the propane. What it does, here's what the propane does. It's different than butane. Propane, they're different. They're different compounds. Well, they're both kind of vapors, but what I found was that the propane, what it does is it eats away the oxygen in this area, in an area. And what it does is, because oxygen, especially in the winter, has a lot of moisture in it. It's carrying moisture. So as it eats it up, the moisture's got to go somewhere, and it was slapping it against everything. Like, that's why when you use propane, your windows drip so much. It's like, whoa, what's going on? the moisture has to go somewhere, and it smacks. And I did ask a chemist about that, and he said, you're absolutely right. That's how it works. I said, well, I suspected that. And then what you have to do is, for propane, you do have to. Not so much for butane. I don't crack a window for that. But if I was using my Mr. Buddy with propane, oh, I would be cracking a window. It just eats up the oxygen different. Okay. So I used to use that. Go for it. I mean, I used it for a good couple years in the winter. Yeah, I did. You know, another thing you can do is you can get a hot water bottle. I used to have one and I gave it away. I got rid of it. A hot water bottle. I thought it was kind of messy having to, heat up the water and then put it back in. And one thing about winter is you don't want to spill water in your van. In the summer, who cares? Who cares? Spill water, yeah, it'll keep me cool. But if you spill water in your van in a small area like I have here, it's a disaster, because then you're really going to be cold. Yeah. And I have to kind of crawl around in my minivan. So yeah, my knees, my knees got wet or my pants got wet. Then you're cold. Okay. So that's how I stay warm in the winter beyond any sleeping time. When I'm awake, that's how I do it. I don't do much else. I really don't. I mean, I wear gloves. You can wear a hat. You can wear a beanie, something like that. But I don't do anything else. You can park in the sun. That does help to park in the sun to heat up, because cars heat up pretty good. I have found in Arizona, usually on most days, in the afternoon, it warms up. It warms up to like 70, which is perfect, really. Okay. Now, what happens when I go to bed? Oh my gosh, yeah. When I go to bed, I have my sleeping bag. It's in here. Yeah, my sleeping bag. It's a -25 sleeping bag. What does that mean? What's the rating on that? That means if it's -25 degrees Fahrenheit, you won't die. But you won't be comfortable. So I've got and the more that, even a -35, that's, I don't know anything that's lower than, higher than that. Low or high, however you want to say it. But the thicker they are, yeah. So I got a -25, and what that does is, if the coldest I've been in is 17 degrees. That was when I was in Ohio. And it kept me warm in there. I mean, I went in there and I zipped it up. Yeah. They're really nice. Tetons. I think they're called Teton brand. Well, yeah. I only do that when it's really, really cold. Why? I can't stand to be in a sleeping bag. And this is I got a wide one too. I couldn't handle like the mummy ones, where your feet, I need to move. I hate being in a sleeping bag. So what I do is I sleep on top of it, 99.99%. But if there's a really cold day, I'll crawl into it. And isn't it nice to have that? I have it so that if I want to crawl into it. Yeah, people say, well, why do you have a sleeping bag if you're not going to crawl into it? Because I might. I just might do it, because I've done it before. And I know that it's there. It's like having an insurance. You're probably not going to use it, but you want to have it there, right? Right. Okay, then what I do, well, I have a pad that goes underneath. Let me show you what I have. Let me see. Let me put this here. These lights. There we go. Okay. Let me lift up. It's like lifting up a girl's skirt, right? Some people hate that I say that, but I think it's kind of cute. I know. They say, that's so sexist, lifting up a girl's skirt. Whatever. I'm from the old days. We had to wear skirts, right? We were always in school, we were always having boys trying to look up your skirt. It's the truth. You guys, I remember you in school. Yeah, well, we had to wear dresses and skirts. Here's my pad. It's folded 3 ways. This is a self-inflating pad. Next, I have a bunch of towels. Don't even ask. Don't ask. I use it for padding. I don't want to get rid of them. Then I have my pillows. And then I have a Sherpa, purple Sherpa. And then what I wanted to show you, these are two. Yeah. I have two army wool blankets. No, they're not green. They're red. They're burgundy. I'll tell you, these things are super warm. So what I do is I put this on first. And then I'm at the point right now where it's a two blanket night. It's two blankets. I have to use two blankets. It's exciting. Yeah, it's so cozy. And then when it's really cold, here's my third one. Then if it's really, really, really cold, I got to crawl under in my sleeping bag. Yeah. So that's what's under here, folks. I always say in the morning, every morning, well, in the night, when nighttime hits, I have to build a bed. I always think of Build-A-Bear. Remember, they still do those Build-A-Bears? Well, I have to build a bed, and then I have to tear the bed back down every morning, every night, and every morning. It's a ritual. Let's see how the light is. I know, I'm always checking, okay? Okay, so that's how I stay warm. Now, when I make my bed and it's going to be really cold, and here's your best defense too. Where is it? This, your phone, on your weather app. You want to check it every day and every night. How cold is it going to be? What I do is if it's really going to be cold, I tuck. I mean, I really shove them in there. And then when I'm a side sleeper, so when I turn, I kind of scoot. Then in the night, I scoot real easy because I don't want to pull those up. And I scoot this way. Yeah. I want to keep everything in there because one little breeze coming through, it really can disrupt your sleep. Let's get that back there. I can disrupt your sleep. Don't mind if things go back and forth on the lighting. I'm trying my best. I don't know why it's so different than it was earlier. Maybe my videos really were sucky before. I don't know. Let me see. There we go. Okay. Well, that's how I stay warm. Now, I want to later, maybe tomorrow, give you some ideas if you are in a different type of rig, what's new and upcoming with staying warm in your rigs. Because a lot of people, they use a lot of different things. I mean, some use diesel heaters and oy vey schmear, yeah. So I'll give you some more pointers on staying warm. I think it's important. We got winter coming up. You guys are going to get your rigs ready. You're going to be driving to Arizona, getting out of the east. The snow will be coming couple months. I love you guys. How to live in a minivan. The Minivan Lee, yes. And it's on Amazon. It's ebook and it is paperback. It's got all that stuff. Excuse me. I ate breakfast earlier. I think I'm just got a little bit of a whatever. I'm just a real girl, you know. I'm authentic, burps, whatever, you know. Yeah. Okay. So, I get the book. It helps support me. Look at all my books. It does help support me. And, yeah. It's a complete encyclopedia about van life. Most comprehensive on the market. Let me tell you, okay? I'll see you tomorrow morning. I'll have some... in the morning, I just do a quickie video for you and talk about whatever, all kinds of stuff. It's interesting. And then I'll see you in the afternoon too. Bye. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me today. Good things are coming your way. Do you know that?